From Cuyahoga County's second largest football stadium, we've got a state semifinal in Division 6. The Colonel Crawford Eagles come in for the first time ever to play some football after Thanksgiving, and they're taking on a powerhouse in small school football. The Kirtland Hornets have been here before. They're looking to make it to their 9th straight state championship game coming up next week. Got to get past Crawford first, though. We'll have the action for you live and free along with WQEL. This is the OH Report.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
When it comes to comfort, every degree matters. At Buckeye Horizon, we proudly install and maintain Trane heating and cooling systems built to last, engineered for performance. And with our expert service, your home stays comfortable year-round. No matter the season, we'll keep your system running at its best. Call Buckeye Horizon at 419-529-2738, your local Trane comfort specialist.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
It is time now for your Burkhart Farm Center pregame show presented to you live on the OH Report. Just a reminder, this is an audio cast only. As soon as the ball is kicked off, we'll be moving over to our live and free audio cast with WQEL. But Jonathan Langdon with you here for the pregame show as we get set to go between Colonel Crawford and Kirtland. Crawford, their very first time ever getting to this point, as they now can call themselves a Final Four contestant in Division 6. Let's talk about these Eagles. They rolled through Region 23, took down two KMAC squads in Mount Gilead and Centerburg, and they just last week shut down West Jefferson and those Rough Riders. They got their score in the fourth quarter late in the game, but still outside of that, it was all Colonel Crawford. And you look at the average margin of victory, 29, just shy of 30 points per game in 4 playoff appearances. They did not get a bye in the tournament, so they did get that extra game. They are feeling fresh under head coach Jake Bruner as they are set to go out on the field, and they're going to make their way out here soon enough. First ever Final Four, first ever Players Spotlight in the Final Four, and I'm going to go with Peyton Baker, someone who has been huge in the last couple of weeks. He's had a rushing touchdown in each of the last 3 games. He only had 2 coming into the postseason. He has really come alive running the football, finding pay dirt for this Colonel Crawford team. You look at the numbers there, just over 1,700 all-purpose yards, 14 touchdowns as well. He's not the only quarterback on this team. However, you also got to watch out for Braden Holt. He loves to throw the football, and he's got a star receiver in Parker Weithman that very well could have deserved a player spotlight of his own here today. How about the opposition? I think everybody knows tuning in how powerful and how dominant Kirtland has been in the last decade. In fact, 2011 was their first ever appearance to a state Final Four. Since then, it has been 14 times in running. They have just dominated in the 2000s. Tiger Laverde has been all over this team as the head coach, 13-0 this year, 4-0 in a smaller conference, and they're looking at, as you see there, to reach a state title for the 9th straight season. They haven't won it every single year, but they have just made themselves available to be a contender every single season, year in and year out, and it's all thanks to a really good rushing attack that is just approaching 4,000 yards on the ground. Now, the dominance in past years has not been prevalent as much this year. Of course, still some big wins there, but we're used to seeing Kirtland win by even bigger. Garraway played a great game against them last week. Smithville out of the WQEL, not too bad, losing 35-7. But we'll see what this Kirtland team is all about here tonight. Player spotlight for them. Talked about the rushing attack. You have to highlight the running back, and it's John Silvestro, number 4. They are going to be wearing, I believe, white today. Yeah, they just made their way out. They'll be wearing white. Crawford is going to be in their blacks tonight. But John Silvestro, 198 carries, 1,859 yards. He is likely to pass the all-time record for the program this year, which is just shy of 2,000 yards. He's got 29 touchdowns on the year, too. John is a beast, and we're going to take it out to the field because he is getting ready to trot out onto it with his fellow Kirtland Hornets. As you can see, a great job from the hosts here at Byers Field at Boulton Stadium. A lot of snow here in northern Ohio, and they have been able to shovel it off. We're ready to play some football here momentarily, and both teams making their way out, jumping around, trying to stay warm. It's going to be a tough one if you're trying to do that for the entirety of this game. There go the Kirtland Hornets. Let's talk about Colonel Crawford one final time and their keys to victory here today if they want to dethrone these Kirtland Hornets who have been used to a state championship appearance at least in all of these years leading up. Got to be smart in the pocket. I know that Peyton Baker, he loves to run the football, but if they want to win, he's also going to have to chuck that thing down the field along with Braden Holt. You just got to be wise in the pocket. This Kirtland defense is really strong. And then also when moving to the Crawford defensive side, Payne DeGray's a star defensive end, but everybody else I'm looking at, you got to make that first tackle. You cannot let Silvestro break open into space. First level has to do their job today, shutting down this Kirtland run game. How about Kirtland? They're playing with house money today. They know that they've been here before. They know that they should be able to get past this point next time. Ground and pound, stick to your identity. You love to run the football, not just with your running back that we mentioned, but your quarterback as well in Laverde. Jake Laverde is the star quarterback for this team. And then also on the other side, Payne DeGray, of course, for Crawford, is a great defensive line. You've got to have a class D-line if you're Kirtland in this one to put some pressure both on McMichael and the two quarterbacks here for Colonel Crawford. Taking it out to the field. Game time is coming up. Unfortunately, folks, this is where we head to our audio cast. Spectrum has exclusive streaming rights to this game here tonight. If you want to catch this game live with video, you can head over to the OHSAA website, and it is a pay-per-view situation from this point on in the state tournament. However, we will have the full video broadcast after the game that you can catch completely free here on our social medias at the OH Report. I'm going to go ahead and step aside. This has been your pregame show. First quarter on the way. Let's go ahead and check in with WQEL.
Getting with us live here on the OH Report. Thank you so much for being with us. Excited for kickoff here. Colonel Crawford and Kirtland. Let's go. Like you said, state semifinals.
Back deep for Kirkland is number 2, Ryan Kamey. 8 kick returns on the season, 132 yards, averages 16.5 yards per kick return.
He is their primary receiving target as well, so great athlete for them. On a team that only completed 54 passes on the season, he caught 31 of them. So he's the guy they like to get the ball in his hands as much as possible on the outside, let him see if he can do some things. And we're going to see...
Crawford's heading to the sideline. Coach Bruner.
Yep. Pulled him over. Actually, both pulled him over for a second. And by the way, in case there was any doubt for everybody back home, I know it's a tradition. I'm not surprised by it, but I wanted to make sure everybody knew Jake Bruner did wear shorts. Even
unbelievable.
In the snow. You know what? You know, he told me it was one of the great conversations years ago. He said that he came in after a game. This is when he was still coaching at Bucyrus, and somebody, after a game in which they lost, somebody called the radio station, called to talk to Davey on phone board, and said, and how about that stupid Bucyrus coach? He's even out there in the cold, and it was he's wearing shorts, and he said, he goes, I will wear shorts every game for the rest of my life now. And man, that man has held on to it. I couldn't be more proud of him for it.
He's standing out on the 40-yard line as we wait.
He looks like it doesn't bother him a bit, though.
I mean, he's got to be pretty amped up.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I would be. Kicker number 3, Joseph Zizzo out there, but I'm not sure what we're waiting on. The scoreboard's malfunction.
They're looking at the snow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's white, and it's piled up in the end zones. I don't know what else we need to look at.
So, yep. They're going to come over and take a peek at it and going to slow down the potential kickoff. As both coaches are out there talking to officials, but then, you know, the head official and a couple other ones were over there looking at the snowbanks on the back end of it. You know,
I wonder if it's something to do with the scoreboard, because it's not.
It's saying Colonel Crawford and Kirtland. At least they got the scores and the teams and the logos.
We got the graphics.
Exactly. The graphics are ready to roll here. So
now the officials seem to be, I guess, potentially taking their places.
Yep. You know, and you can see it, like Coach Bruner's kind of talking to both, like he's pointing at both sides, and I don't know if he's looking at
we got his
depth. It looks like it's like they're almost looking at the depth of how far back the snow has been pushed, which. Again, it's a snowbank. I mean,
yeah, it's
listen, I'm going to tell you right now.
10, 12 feet beyond the end zone.
Listen, I don't want to try to speak to anything, but, I mean, I'll go down and tell Coach Bruner, as somebody who's been tackled into about 1,000 snowbanks back in my youth, it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
So, you know what? You don't got to worry about anything.
If you're running out the back of the end zone that hard, then.
Right. And the question is that the only thing I'm wondering is if in the area where it pushed back, is he worried that it's slick in that area, you know, once you get off the sort of beyond the field goal post. There's, like I said, I'd say, what do you think that is? Probably about 7-8 yards?
Yeah, at least,
you know, that maybe
it's
even
pushed back
10,
a ways.
Yeah, maybe a good 10 that they pushed back to the But
we're up here in the snow belt. It's going to be a little slick. It's the end of November.
Yeah, and now the Crawford players are just running around to keep themselves warm on the sideline as we kind of try to figure out what's going on.
Coach Bruner out on the 50, still talking to officials.
Both coaches are out there, I mean, it's not just Coach Bruner's just on our side where, where we can see him a little bit clearer. But the discussions are happening with both coaches.
Coming up after the game tonight, Tim Byrie at the helm of the Foam Board Show. Tim with a special show coming your way tonight, immediately following our broadcast here from Parma. So stay tuned for the Friday Night Foam Board, 419-562-2222. Tim Byrie at the helm this evening. And, of course, if you missed the game, Coach's Show, check out the podcast page on WQEL.com for past shows, games, and the Friday Night Foam Board, all there online on WQEL.com.
While we're waiting, should make mention, obviously, Kirtland for Division 6, the Region 21 winner, Crawford, the Region 23 winner. The winner takes on the 22-24 winners, Hopewell Loudon, taking on Coldwater tonight. So we'll try to kind of keep an eye on it.
Essentially 2 N10 teams in the state finals.
It's true,
Hopewell going to be joining the N10 next season.
Yep, the top half
took down Cary.
The top half of the N10 next year is going to be a lot of fun. It is a scoreboard problem. Okay. Well, they got a camera crew up there, so that's the good news.
Yeah, now we got
and now we can play some football. Apparently.
The essentials are up. The clock, the scores, and the play clock. So looks like
can't play without a scoreboard.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
About 5 minutes behind, but we are getting set for this state semifinal.
There we go. They've reset the play clock, and we're ready to roll.
Zizzo teeing it up at the 40-yard line.
Maybe they push the snow on top of like some cabling or something like that.
The sensor.
Exactly. Let's do it.
Kamey back deep. Heels dug in at the 5-yard line. Set for a state semifinal here in Division 6. The Burkhart Farm Center game of the week on WQEL and live online on the OH Report. Oh, they got Silvestro back deep?
Yeah, I think that is. Yep, Silvestro, who's going to be the deep guy for him. So
Silvestro with just 3 kick returns on the season.
Yeah, they have Ryan Kamey on the one end and Tommy Kamey on the other end, the 2 top receivers. Those are a little bit more of the up backs on the right and left, and Silvestro in the middle.
Here we go. Zizzo approaches, sends it downfield, and it will be Silvestro in the center of the field from the 5. Looking for a gap up the middle. It's hit and drugged down at the 20-yard line. Great kick coverage there by the Eagles.
Good tackle right there, open field. I'll be honest with you, one thing I was just noticing right there that could be really interesting in terms of broken tackles. You can see there Silvestro, he got wrapped up well, they got brought down, but as he tried to kind of step to try to make the break of the tackle, he lost his footing, and that could be something that can play a factor. If you got slick field, the breaking tackles gets challenging because you don't have really the footing you have in normal field conditions.
So the Hornet offense out onto the field, and they're going to pack it in tight. One back in the backfield, split wings, a little bit of a counter play, breaks a tackle in the backfield. That's
Silvestro.
Number 4, Silvestro.
Yep.
Coming back, misdirection play, but Crawford all over it, and no gain.
Yep, playing, almost like the old, wing option. They got the double wings, bringing guys in every direction. When you play an offense like that, it is very important that everybody stays in their lane. And right there, nice job by the Colonel Crawford defense. They were ready for Silvestro right as he came around the edge.
They're going to do the same play the other direction. It's Silvestro this time, pushing his way up to the 30-yard line. This time they're going to gain about 11 yards.
Yep. And what was interesting about that run is I was like, oh, nice little pickup right now. He's just kind of grinding away. But I was like, ooh, I didn't realize it. He got about 5-6 yards downfield before he was really kind of hit at all. And then he just kind of pushed the pile the rest of the way. It didn't look like – it kind of looked like I was like a good 6-yard pickup, but it ended up picking up 11. So you can just kind of see the way Kirtland operates right here early on.
Opening drive of this ball game. Now they'll split one receiver out wide to the right. Offset backs in the backfield.
Yeah,
Laverde.
Bledsoe right behind him, and Silvestro's the one out on the wing area.
Bledsoe, 5'10", 170, in a three-point stance. They'll motion a guy in. They go to Bledsoe, straight up the middle, ISO play, up close to the 40, and the ball came out. Yep. Crawford says they have it, and they do. Colonel Crawford coming up with a turnover.
That official on the back end is pushing. He's pointing
he's saying
down.
It down.
He's saying they're down.
The white hat.
Yep.
The white hat motioned that it was Colonel Crawford football.
Yes, it was. Everybody out there on Colonel Crawford, most of the officials thought it was a turnover, and one official on the far end came out and was pointing down, down, down. So
I rescind my comments. It is going to stay Kirtland football.
Colonel Crawford thought they got that early break that they were hoping for. But as it turns out, Hornets keep the football 2nd and 2.
Again, they motion. This time they're going to run speed option on the far side. Laverde carrying up close to the 50. He's got the first down.
Yep.
For the first time we see the option play out of the Hornets.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Show Laverde, he can be tough to bring down, especially in the open field. 6'2", 210.
Well, I'll tell you, well executed too, because I was, fully admit that I got fooled on it. I was staring on the inside while that ball was going around the edge.
Well, we're pretty high up here. It feels like a college.
Right.
Fresh set of downs for the Hornets. Ball at their own 48.
Double
tight, yep. They're going to turn, give to the second fullback, straight up the middle, into the open field. We got a foot race, and he's going to get caught at the 20 and fall forward to the 19-yard line. Bledsoe knifing his way through.
Yep.
But in a misdirection with the first fullback, he bounced right side, and Bledsoe straight up the middle.
33 yards right up the middle. Like you said, it becomes a foot race. Only thing that kept him out of the end zone right there is able to track him down from behind. But, the hole's there. They're doing a nice job blocking up front. 5 straight runs here, no surprise.
Another Maryland eye.
Darn right.
Powerhouse backfield. They go to the second back, trying to cut up through the B gap, brought down after a short pickup of about 3.
Yep.
Mark him down at the 16-yard line.
Bledsoe again right there. And that one, it is sort of the type of play that it feels like at times that, tackles like that, it's a 3-yard pickup, and it feels like a real win for Colonel Crawford. But Kirtland's like, yeah, we'll take the 3 yards because we'll just keep grinding away. I think they're happy with it. But at the same time, you got to expect for Colonel Crawford, like I said, they got to stay away from those big runs like the ones that happened previously.
I believe it was Dom Dean on that tackle. Single back this time. Turn, pitch it to him, coming near side to the left. Not a lot of room for Silvestro, but about 5.
Yep, got 5 on that one.
It'll be 3rd and a long 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you can tell when it's Silvestro who gets the ball because he does not waste time. He explodes.
Themselves aren't going to waste time.
Nope,
hurrying to the line is Laverde, and he carries it himself, and he's got the first down.
He's right there.
4 first downs now for Kirtland. Opening possession of this ball game, state semifinal in Division 6.
Boy, I didn't even think they were set yet. That's how quickly they got up to the ball and snapped it. But it was nothing. Nobody even faked anything. Laverde just took 1 step to the right and sprinted straight ahead. Got himself the 2 yards he needed.
Officials motioning to bump up the clock.
Yep. Ball at the 8-yard line now. A nice drive here for the Hornets.
Opening quarter here from Parma. 8:22 and counting here in the first. Hornets threatening at the 9-yard line. Maryland eye again. They go to the second back, looking to bounce it outside. He's got room and a touchdown. That was number 3, Ty Bledsoe, untouched in for 6. And Kirtland strikes first.
Yep. Completely sealed off right there. Outstanding block. Got through the hole relatively easily. I don't know if he was ever even touched on that play. Good, strong drive for Kirtland. And again, we thought there was maybe a turnover early on that would have helped things out. But Kirtland keeps it, and they just moved it all the way down the rest of the way, just running the football.
They go 80 yards for the touchdown. Extra point attempt is up, clean snap, clean hold, and it is good. So here in the first quarter, 8:09 to go. It's Kirtland 7, Crawford 0. Crawford getting the football when we come back.
When it comes to comfort, every degree matters. At Buckeye Horizon, we proudly install and maintain Trane heating and cooling systems built to last, engineered for performance. And with our expert service, your home stays comfortable year-round. No matter the season, we'll keep your system running at its best. Call Buckeye Horizon at 419-529-2738, your local Trane comfort specialist.
Valentic descended downfield. Approaches. It's going to be Weithman. Weithman from the 21. Or no, that's Thu.
That's Thu.
Thu cuts up center of the field, up over the 30 and down at the 33-yard line. So good starting field position for Colonel Crawford following the short kick, and decent return by Thu. And here we'll get our first look at the Colonel Crawford Eagles.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, what Coach Bruner sort of kind of drew up. Obviously he knows Kirtland's defense very good. Again, outstanding against the run game. But did he feel like, I know this is what they are, but this is who we are. We can't really abandon it. We got to stay to who we want to be.
Two receivers set on the first play for the Eagles.
They'll go with Holt to start at quarterback.
Holt in the backfield in a shotgun. He's got Weithman and Cochran. They go to McMichael on the first carry. McMichael up over the 40 to the 41. And he gained 7 on his first carry of the night.
Outstanding run right there. Nice pulling blockers. Got everybody into the hole. McMichael not even touched until he was at the tackling spot. So Colonel Crawford loved to be able to run the football like that with consistency in this game.
Cochran out. Thu into the ball game. Weithman going to split out wide left. Thu will join Holt and McMichael in the backfield. Offset pistol. And
nope, got a flag down.
Flag.
Got to go against Crawford.
I don't think they broke the huddle with 12.
No, it's all right.
Offside. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
My bad, because he pointed at Crawford so when he walked in, so I was surprised by it. But there it is, 5-yard penalty that'll give Crawford their first down.
And Crawford already up to the 46-yard line. 7:31 to go in the opening quarter. Weithman wide left. Got a tight end right, and again, they go with the offset pistol. Thu and McMichael in the backfield. Holt has the snap, turns, and goes to McMichael straight up the middle. Another first down. He's going to be really close. I think he's got enough for it.
Yep,
that'll move the chains. Colonel Crawford's second first down of the evening and their first possession of the night.
Gotta love to see the way Colonel Crawford's running the football. 2 carries right now, 17 yards for Connor McMichael, and they're getting holes up front. They're doing a nice job where they're going to run. They're kind of doubling down and opening things up. McMichael's hitting the holes hard.
Dom Dean, tight end right. 2 receivers go to the left. They got a wing inside. Now he'll motion. That's Thu. Holt has it, and again goes to McMichael. This time he gets bottled up. Breaks a couple tackles.
Nice.
Able to pick up positive yardage of about 4 up to the 40. Looked like McMichael was bottled up in the backfield, able to keep his feet and make positive yardage up to the 40.
Yeah, Colonel Crawford's just kind of pulling a lot of bodies into that direction, but that one, defensive line kind of pushed into the backfield, and I was like, uh-oh, McMichael's in trouble. But he figured out a way to stay on his feet, kept it moving, ended up getting a positive yardage, got 4 yards where I thought he might even lose a yard.
2 receivers set. Again, it's Holt looking to throw this time. Decent pocket across the middle. Wanted Weithman incomplete. Weithman on a slant route over the middle, and Holt maybe rushed it a little bit. Did a nice job stepping up in the pocket, but came down a little fluttery. And his first pass attempt falls incomplete. It'll be second and a long 5.
Yeah, I think he wanted to hit the route faster, but Weithman just kind of wasn't open. So he held it a little longer, and I think the longer he was holding it, the more he sort of kind of felt like, I got to get rid of this ball, because he was feeling the pressure coming.
Wide receiver to the far side, that's Jacob Cochran. Weithman near side to the right. Tight end inside of him is Dom Dean. Turns, gives. It is a first down for McMichael over the 35 down to the 33.
Tell you what, they are running the football with a lot of success against a very good rushing defense. Ground game has been excellent so far for Colonel Crawford.
Eagles now with 3 first downs. Clock inside 6 minutes. This is the Eagles heading north. 2 receivers, 1 right, 1 to the left. They got a wing left and a tight end right. Holt in the gun, has a snap, going to roll right, flushed out of the pocket, and he just has to get rid of it. Pressure bearing down on him.
Heads up play to throw it away, realized he was out of the pocket, kept his calm about him. Instead of taking the big loss, he ends up just throwing it away.
It was Evan Kaprowski bringing the heat on Holt.
Well, kind of understood why they decided to do that. Crawford did in terms of throwing the football. Kirtland really sold out to stop the run. They brought everybody up, and they were just going to leave everybody in man coverage on the outside. Everybody was within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, so they said, let's see if we can catch them on the outside. Couldn't do it.
No high safeties. They're going to throw a quick slant over the middle. Pass is caught into the open field, gets hit from behind and knocked down, but that's going to be another first down inside the red zone.
Yeah, John DeGray.
John DeGray, the big tight end. DeGray isolated out there. They had him in man-to-man coverage. DeGray on a quick slant route. Holt put it on him, and another first down for Crawford.
Yeah, John DeGray at 6'3" is kind of a nightmare for most cornerbacks. You're going to split him out wide. He runs well, but he can also just body him out of the way. It's almost like a basketball court going up for a rebound. But there, he was open. Holt threw it up to him nicely.
Trips right side, tight end left. Holt in the gun. He's going to turn, give to McMichael. McMichael breaking a couple tackles. McMichael up to the 12-yard line. McMichael's running hard.
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, Colonel Crawford is playing this game like they know, all right, we know this team's really good, but we think we can play with them, and we're going to just be super aggressive, see, if we can kind of put this team on their heels and make them realize that we didn't show up here just because we're excited to be in the state Final Four. We're coming to win.
Nobody out there on that foot. Now Kirkland will bump somebody out. Holt wants to throw again. Pressure right up the middle. Has to get rid of it. Does, but it's incomplete.
Yep. Drop, trying to get to DeGray on a quick, like you said, he just saved a potential sack. Holt, they were coming through. Lineman
Silvestro was dragging him down.
Yep. Lineman missed the blitzing blitzing linebacker. Holt very smoothly ended up sliding over and making a pass, but
it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Colonel Crawford Eagles. You see below us Joseph Zizzo staying loose, might get called on for a field goal. Holt with a hard count. Now he's going to change the play. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Holt in the gun. Has it. He's going to keep it himself. Holt looking to skip through the left side in the B gap, and there's not a lot of room.
No.
Maybe a yard on that play.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Coach Bruner wants to do. If they're going to go for it
on
4th and 5, or if Zizzo's going to kick a field goal.
That feels like the play call when coach looks at your offensive coordinator and play caller and says, we're going for it on 4th down. Let's see what we can do. But they're going to swap it up as it turns out, and it looks like they will just kick the field goal.
So here comes the senior, Joseph Zizzo, 5'9", 150-pound kicker. It'll be on the left hash mark. They'll put the tee down at the 19. So a 29-yarder. Snap is back, holds down, kick is up. Zizzo.
Nope.
No good. It goes wide left. And I almost wonder if Holt carrying the football, they wanted it over on that left hash mark. I think so. But Zizzo didn't punch it enough to the right. And so Crawford on their opening drive comes up short. Yeah,
it was a nice drive. They did a lot of really good things there, but unfortunately not able to get the points on the board. Kirtland going to get the football back. And, again, this is what I said earlier. This is the team that, I was able to talk to a couple of people about it and, who had seen some Kirtland, football this year. And they said the biggest thing that you can't let them do is get up on you multiple scores. If you do that, they really make it difficult. So not a great way to end it after a really good drive for Colonel Crawford.
Yeah, drive started on the 30. able to drive it all the way down inside the red zone, but come up empty-handed. Kirtland back out on the field. They're going to turn, give to the back. Silvestro up the middle, breaking tackles. He's into the open field again.
Missed tackle.
Up 45, 50, 45, 40. Still keeping his feet. Up the sideline in a foot race, and he's pushed out of bounds after a huge gain on first down.
Boy, that is
And he just went straight up the gut on an ISO, and the blocking for Kirtland was perfect.
Yeah, that's it right there.
59 yards.
59 yards. Boy, that, that 49 yards
49,
technically,
yep.
you know, but it's still like
to
impressive
the 21-yard
either
line.
way. Nope, you were right the first time. 59. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
Y'all good. Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts with you tonight on WQEL and live online on the OH Report. Turns, gives in the Maryland eye. Fullback straight up the middle over the 20 to the 18. Cut down there. It's Colonel Crawford loading up the box. But they did that last time, and once you break that initial line of defense, you got no help.
Well, and the reality is on the last play, Silvestro got into the secondary. Defender came up, missed the tackle, got him around the ankle, didn't bring him down. And at that point in time, when you're in the defensive backfield, if it does get to you, you got to get him down. You got to figure it out. And unfortunately, they missed that one.
Kirtland in the red zone again. Maryland eye, turn, give to the second back. He's moving off tackle and a short gain of about 2 to the 16-yard line. And that time it was Bledsoe.
You could kind of see that when these guys run, they really they might get brought down by one guy, but they're going to keep grinding and try to pick up the extra yards. Did a hard count there. Crawford jumped but didn't come offside, so good discipline to not go too far.
Under center, turns, toss play near side. Silvestro over the 15 and pushes his way to about the 11-yard line before he's brought down by Rowan Thu and company.
That's a good tackle because they prevented him from falling forward. They made him fall to the side. They'll bring up a fourth down, probably about a yard or so. They'll go for it, but
2-minute mark here in this first quarter. Kirtland threatening again.
This is where you need one of these players to make a truly outstanding play. When I said it's not just about knowing your lane and your assignment. Sometimes in a game like this, you need somebody to just do something exceptional, and Crawford needs that here on this defensive play.
4th and 1. Kirtland's going to load it up. Maryland eye once again, double tights.
Little space.
Turns, gives to the fullback. He's got the first down, and he pushes his way up to the 5-yard line. That was Ty Bledsoe, 5'10", 170.
Runs harder than that size, though. Not to say that size is small.
Silvestro's a little bit of a bigger back. The biggest in the backfield is the quarterback, Jake Laverde.
Yep.
Or Laverde.
Both of them.
Both of them. All the above.
Exactly. I tell you what, when you're that size, you get multiple names.
Play clock winding with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, Jake Laverde, the coach's son, going to play with a little inspiration there.
Laverde again to the fullback. I think that was DeGray bringing him down.
That was Gabe Stratton.
Stratton brought him down.
One-on-one, open field, wrapped him, dropped him, no gain. That's what Crawford needs. They need plays just like that. It did even feel like he may have pushed him back a yard on that play, but even still.
Official timeout. Get a sideline warning. Yep, sideline warning against Kirtland. 49 seconds to go, first quarter. Hornets 7, Eagles 0 here in the state semifinal on a blistery winter evening here in Parma. Maryland eye once again, 2 fullbacks. Running back deep in the backfield. They're going to turn, give to the fullback. Straight up the middle. Keeping it to Laverde, and he's going to move into the end zone.
Boy, that was
faked the ISO, tucked it, bounced it to the outside, and he was met at the goal line, but able to push his way in for another Hornet touchdown.
I'll tell you what, I bid on it again. I mean, this is just a team that does a really nice job on those. You fake the handoff, he goes around the edge. And you see Laverde is big, strong, fast. I mean, got around that edge, did a nice job of reading the blocks as well, and Kirtland's up too.
Great block by John Silvestro. Kind of to seal that edge. Good kick out block by the tight end. Extra point attempt is up by Valentic, and it is good. 28 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Kirtland Hornets 14 and Crawford 0. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Back here on WQEL and live online on the OH Report. Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts here from Parma. Division 6, State Semifinal. Valentic tees it up at the 40. Thu and Weissman back deep. Valentic gets into it. It's going to be a short kick that hits the ground at the 21. We see Thu pick it up, trying to break a tackle. Gets by one defender, but the kick coverage all over him. And he's going to get brought down back at the, they'll say the 17-yard line. Brought down on the play by number 0, Andy Ridgway.
Yeah, I think it'd be important.
Couple updates. Yep. Shelby 14, Indian Hill 0, Hillsdale 21, McDonald 0. Hillsdale, they are putting it to pretty much everybody throughout the playoffs. And Big Walnut down to Anderson 7-0.
Also, winner of this game takes on Coldwater or Hopewell Loudon, and Coldwater is up 10-0 in that game.
Second drive of the night for Colonel Crawford. Their first one, they were able to pick up 5 first downs, but come up empty-handed. Motioning out of the backfield is Powers. They're going to go, they're going to throw it out to Weithman on the jailbreak screen. Weithman into the open field.
Got some
Weithman's
space.
got the first down, 30, 35, and goes down up at the 36-yard line. Baker in at quarterback now, connecting with Weithman for a first down.
Yeah, 19-yard pickup, and I think they just found out that Parker Weithman, who I'm sure they saw and said, they've got this undersized receiver. He's got a lot of yards, really talented, very fast. They just found out he's pretty strong, too, because they were attempting to get him down to the ground, and he was breaking tackles.
That will be the final play of the first quarter here from Parma. At the end of one, it's Kirtland 14 and the Colonel Crawford Eagles 0. Second quarter coming up after this.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Back on WQEL, Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts. Baker wanting to throw up in the pocket. Now he has to tuck it and go. Trying to create a little something. And
nice grab from behind.
Maybe got up to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Actually, they'll give him a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, Bledsoe got him from behind. You could see there what Peyton Baker was recognizing. My guys aren't open. The pressure's coming. He made the smart move. He tucked and started running, but you can just kind of see in the open field they were able to kind of run him down. So nice job, nice tackle there.
Baker, 6 foot, 190. Sends 2 receivers to the right, tight end and a wing left. He's going to turn, give Running back is McMichael, and McMichael is pushed into the sideline after a gain of about 5.
It was a really good run. They just ran out of real estate on that one side. It was kind of almost lined up perfectly. He had one blocker in front of him, 2 defenders there. So blocker takes out the one defender. His job is to try to kind of get away from the other one. But he just ran out of space. Defender was able to kind of push him out of bounds.
Pulling on that play was 55, Brady Fox. Weithman going to go wide right. McMichael stays in the ball game. He'll go deep in the offset pistol. Double tight ends. Baker turns, gives. It's McMichael straight up the middle and nowhere to go.
Yeah, they were ready for it. That time, a little bit of a slower developing play. Instead of doing the quick hitter to McMichael, they sort of kind of did the fake handoff to Thu, then went to McMichael, but tried to still go up the middle. And Kirtland, their defensive line, was cutting through, got into the backfield, and sure enough, kind of hit Connor for about a yard loss. And looks like the Eagles are going to have to punt things away here.
Yep, it'll be 4th and 6. Holt will punt. Kirkland only sends about 3.
Yep.
Pretty good punt by Holt. Return man's going to let it bounce and roll. Takes a Colonel Crawford bounce and inside the 20 to the 18-yard line where it's covered up, and that's where Kirtland will get its 3rd possession of the night.
Yeah, if there's ever a time and a scenario where there's a defensive stop needed, this is probably it. Again, they thought they had that fumble on the first drive. It would have been absolutely huge. Would have been critical, but here down 2 touchdowns.
Coming up empty-handed.
Yeah.
The missed field goal after a promising drive.
Yeah, great. It was really a good first drive.
Out.
Just stalled out on them, like you said, and here we are now with the Eagles down 2 touchdowns and the team that runs the football really well, having a lot of success on the ground.
Go with the Maryland eye once again on 1st and 10. Turns, gives to the deep back, straight up the middle. He picks up, give him 8. That was Silvestro deep in that Maryland eye. And he's running hard.
Yeah, he just runs hard.
Stay warm. I mean, it's chilly.
Yeah, that's right. He's trying to run away from the cold. I tell you what, you can tell when he's got the ball in his hands because he is explosive. And I was watching him during pregame. I was like, man, he's got good vision and he attacks. Like he doesn't waste time. And sometimes vision on the field is somewhat underrated. Where we kind of look at the physical tools, but that's probably one of the most important.
This time they know he's going to be quarterback keeper on the left side.
Yep.
He's got the first down. Laverde picked up just enough. That'll move the sticks for Kirkland.
Yep. Got a 4-yarder on that one. They hit him probably about a yard short, but he's just such a big, strong kid that he was able to kind of bounce off that one and push himself forward. Oh. What are they doing? Okay, there it is.
Now they're going to move the sticks.
And Coach Bruner is 7 yards on the field having a conversation. What just happened? Oh, maybe he must have stepped out of bounds. Nope. This is a lot of officials are very confused. They got it there. Okay. That's where he went out. There it is.
I don't want to tell him out here. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Don't want to tell these guys how to do their job, but we got a pretty good view.
I mean, we're pretty far away, but I'd say we got an eagle-eye view.
If I only had eagle-eye vision.
Well, yeah. I feel like mine fades by the day.
Right.
1st and 10, 9:46 to go in the second quarter. Kirtland, 14, Crawford 0. Turn, little end around. Silvestro going back the other direction. He's going to pick up 8. And I'll call it 7. Able to fall forward, but the far side official is going to mark him back a yard. Down at the 37-yard line, so a 7-yard pickup on first down.
He is just one of those players that it doesn't really matter where they line him up. Sometimes he's in the backfield, sometimes he's deep in the backfield, sometimes he's on the wing, but you got to keep an eye on him no matter where he is. And you really have to have guys who are just attacking because when he gets the ball in his hands, he does not waste time. He's going to attack and he's going to try to get positive yards every single time. He's not picking and choosing a lane. He's just like, I'm going.
Very fast turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the back, breaking tackles into the open field. That's Bledsoe. Bledsoe up the sideline, going to cut back center of the field and brought down, but he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. Just a straight fullback ISO.
Yep.
And Bledsoe got to that second level, and he was gone. Luckily for Crawford, backside corner, able to run over and bring him down. But it's first
51-yarder. Man.
1st and 10 again for the Hornets.
Ty Bledsoe now over 100 yards rushing, and Silvestro's just shy of 100 yards, according to my very unofficial stats. So not exactly what you wanted to see for Colonel Crawford.
3rd possession for Kirtland.
There's
they
Silvestro.
go to Silvestro, breaking a couple tackles. He's going to be close to another first down.
Yep.
Inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 8. He's got another first.
Yep, that'll push him over 100 yards in the game.
Already 9 first downs for Kirtland.
Man, you know, I had somebody describe Kirtland to me as they said they said they're Kerry on steroids, and I said Kerry doesn't need steroids, but you can just kind of see that's who they are. Run the football, pound it away, and they're doing it here.
Laverde keeps it, fakes a handoff to the fullback, runs it inside the 5. They'll mark him, at the 4-yard line, so a gain of about 3.
Man, good run though.
And already Kirtland threatening again. You're listening to State Final Four coverage here on WQEL and streaming live online with our friends at the OH Report. We left Crawford County with just a dusting of snow, and we get up here, we got a good 6 inches on the ground.
Yep. On the drive, it started whiting out on us for a little bit, but luckily got through it.
Maryland turn, give. Nice
Good
hit
tackle.
right in the gap.
Yep. That's how you got to play it.
Short gain on that play.
Yep. Rowan Thew
came up and hit, I believe.
Yeah, that
was it Bledsoe or was it?
It was Silvestro.
Okay, it was Silvestro.
But I think that's what you got to do. Look, Silvestro's not going to waste time, so you can't either. As a defensive player, you just got to be aggressive and hope you make the right call. Laverde going to keep
hurries
it
to the line. Laverde at the goal line.
Nope, short.
They're going to mark him short. Official. I think he just lost his hat. And usually you only see that if a player runs out of bounds and comes back in.
Right.
And now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. Kirtland wasting no time. They get to the line. Toss play, moving left side. He's getting touchdown. Yep. Silvestro.
I'll tell you what, this Silvestro, you just see he runs strong. He's fast. They can basically say, we're going to pitch it to him, but he's going to get to the line so fast, it won't matter. It's
6:45 to go in this first half, and Kirtland trying to make it 21-0. Valentic out on the field. Clean snap, clean hold, gets it up, and punches it through. 21-0 with 6:45 to go in this state semifinal. And Crawford in desperate need of a score here as we near halftime. We'll be back on WQEL and the OH Report.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable.
Good kick this time. Is going to back up through, that's
Weithman.
Weithman grabbing it, bobbled it, picks it up, hit and dropped at the 20. Thought he had it cleanly, but that's coming in hot.
Yeah,
it's a cold night.
Yep.
Weithman able to get it up to the 20, and that's where Crawford will start drive number 3.
Listen, if I'm going to put on my coaching hat for Coach Bruner, you're looking at it 6:38 on the clock right now. I think it's not only valuable that they get a score on the board here. I think they got to get down. They got to put points on the board. But I think they got to burn this clock in the process too. They got to go into halftime, go down to 2 scores because they'll get the ball to start the second half. That'll give them an opportunity to kind of regroup and get themselves back in this football game. And if it goes any other way, they could be in trouble.
Split backs. Holt wants to throw. He's flushed from the pocket, directing traffic over the middle. Pass is caught. Wythman brings it in at the 29-yard line, so it'll be about a yard shy, but a good pickup on the comeback route.
Exactly. And Holt just real patient, looking for his area. Finds Wythman in a great catch on a pass that was a little high, but he ended up pulling it down.
6:13 and counting here in the second quarter.
Again, no rush here if you're Colonel Crawford. You just got to get the yardage, get first downs.
3 receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and a tight end left. Turns, gives McMichael carrying, and he's got to lower the shoulder and gets enough to pick up the first.
Just needed a yard, got 2. That's fine.
7 first downs now for the Eagles.
Yep, move the clock.
Both teams with all 3 timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
2-yard pickup there for McMichael.
Do a late substitution there. Jacob Cochran coming in from the sideline as an additional receiver.
Double tight ends, receiver on each side. They're going to fake it and throw a quick stop over there on the far side. That's Wythman.
Yep.
Mark it at the 35-yard line, so a 4-yard gain for Wythman on the quick stop route.
I like kind of what they're thinking in terms of a play call. Kirtland's basically putting Wythman out there in man coverage. He's out there on the edge by himself, and they're giving him a little bit of space. So it's just kind of a stop and pop route, throw it out there quickly. But, and if you figure, there is a flag down. It went against Crawford, so forget what, But, I mean.
Illegal substitution? Top of the head.
It was right in the middle of the field, like right where the ball would be snapped. So.
Maybe a legal man downfield.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The reality is, though, is what I was saying is that, look, if Wythman breaks that tackle, he's gone. People are going to have a hard time catching him in the open field. So.
Man-to-man coverage, single high safety, backside screen, set up. He's got it. Moving up across the 35 and down at the 36. It's Stu. Actually, they'll mark him at the 35.
Yep, probably got about 9. So not bad.
One of the screeners there turned and blocked a guy behind the play when he probably should have looked up the field.
Yep.
Could have got a little bit more yardage out of that play, but still Crawford sets up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I gave him a straight 10 on that one, sorry.
2 receivers left. Tight end and a wing inside. Quick slant route over the middle. Pass is caught. First down over the 50 and down inside Hornet territory at the 49-yard line is John DeGray.
Yep.
DeGray, that big target. He's 6'3", 185.
I'll keep saying he's a matchup problem for almost every team in terms of trying to figure out what to do against them. And sometimes you just got to look at your players and say, and your coaching staff and say, where are our matchups at? Say, all right, we got one out here. Now they are guarding him with a pretty tall kid out there, and Evan Kaprowski, who's 6'4".
Motion a guy left side in the gun, wants to throw, pressure coming. Holt's got to get rid of it. Does. He wanted Dean, who came out of the backfield and was wide open, but not enough on it. By Braden Holt, and it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he saw him. He did such a nice job getting away from the pressure, like you said. Ran away from it, and just kind of saw Dean, and he decided to just kind of flip it to him. And probably if he just settled and gave him a little bit better target, Dean was wide open. I mean, if he drops it on the spot, it's going to be a first down.
Ball at the 49 of Kirtland. 2nd and 10. Hornets showing blitz up the middle. Ooh. Crawford probably got away with a false start there. McMichael on the carry, and he had nowhere to go. That right side guard got absolutely blown up.
Mario Lorber got into the backfield there. And the problem is he just cut off McMichael's running lane. He was low, kind of got him down around that leg, but McMichael just had no momentum going, so ends up being a pretty big and a tough loss there.
Oh, it's going to be 3rd and a long 13.
Sure is. After a lot of success in that first drive running the football, Kirtland's made some nice adjustments out there to figure out exactly how to slow that down. Now 3rd down and long for Crawford.
Trips below us to the left. Holt going to pump it. He's going to try and do it with his feet, and he is cut down. Nowhere to go. Tackle on that play.
Same guy.
Lorber.
Mario Lorber, linebacker, just kind of shadowing Braden Holt on that play. And when he made the break, looking for the draw, and you're hoping that the linebacker kind of bails out, but Lorber didn't. He was just staring in the backfield the whole time. And the moment Holt took off, he was there, ready to hit him.
Kirtland defense flying around here in these first 2 quarters.
Yep.
Down to 2:50 and counting here in the first half, and Crawford is, I think.
Yeah, they're eating it down. I'm going to call a timeout.
Either call a timeout or just take the 5 yards.
I don't know if they want to do. I think there's the timeout. Yep.
So Coach Bruner will take his first timeout, stops it with 2:35, and the Eagles will punt when we come back. You're listening to the state semifinal here on WQEL and live online on the OH Report.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Here at Byers Field in Parma, Ohio, this Division 6 state semifinal. Kirtland 21, Crawford 0, and the Eagles are being forced to punt. A very promising first drive, but came up empty-handed, and now Kirtland showing why they've had 9 straight trips here.
Kirtland is playing like a fake is coming, and there it is.
You're going to throw it back. He's open. He's got to turn around. It was thrown a little short, and it's incomplete.
Yep.
Looking near side for Jacob Cochran.
Rowan Thu making the throw on that play.
If he leads Cochran just a little bit more, they maybe have a chance, but he had to turn around and come back to it, and the defender trailing the play, able to get a hand up and disrupt the pass. And a gutsy call by Coach Bruner there. That's going to set up Kirtland with a short field and a 21-point lead. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Eagle 48.
I think that sometimes when you do something like that, especially coming off of a timeout, the opposing coaching staff is basically like, look, they just took a timeout here. They're going to probably try to do a fake. So defense, be ready for it. And like you said, he was open for a moment, but even if Thu knocks that pass perfectly, I think the defense is probably going to catch him up before he gets to the first down. He needed 12 yards. It was going to be really tough to convert.
Laverde under center, going to toss it out. It is Silvestro carrying it. And he's got another first down. Man, this kid runs hard.
He sure does. He's never going to go down easy for him, that's for sure. Just keeps grinding those feet through everything. Like, it doesn't matter who hits him. He's just going to keep pushing.
Leave the 10th first down now for Kirtland. Silvestro, they fake it to him this time. Rolling, throwing, pass complete at the 30, pushing up to the 25. That was Cammie.
Yep. There's another first down.
Another first down for the Hornets.
First time we've seen Laverde throw the football, and effective pass, 10-yarder.
We'll wind the clock down to 2:08 in this first half.
And you could see, like, Kirtland's running this drive, like, let's get one more score on the board and end this thing. Like, we'll get up 4 touchdowns going into halftime.
They're going to load it up. Double tight, double wing with a Maryland eye. Laverde turns, gives. It's Silvestro.
Yep.
Pushing his way for a short gain to the 22-yard line.
You can
they still have 3 timeouts.
You can still see right there, like, Payne DeGray hits him, got him at a probably, close to the goal line, and he still kind of just drug him. He didn't get right in front of him. He got him to the side, but, man, he drug him forward for about a yard or two. That's just how strong he is. He runs that hard.
Toss play, moving left side.
There's Bledsoe.
Yep, Ty Bledsoe, and Bledsoe is going to get another first down and stops the clock.
Yep.
Hornets doing such a nice job sealing off these edges.
they're just so well coached. You can just see it. I mean, like, everybody out there knows exactly where they're supposed to be, how to block. When you run the ball this much, you expect to see a hold once in a while or something like that, and none of it. Like, they're just on top of everything. It's a good football team for sure.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Hornets threatening again. Wide receiver either side, double tights. Toss play, moving left side, Bledsoe. Bledsoe inside the 15. Short gain of about 2 this time. They go again to that toss play.
That was a good defensive play right there.
And
got into the backfield. It was Walker Kramer, maybe?
Out.
Yep.
So that'll stop it with 1:13. And the Hornets threatening here in the second quarter. They lead at 21-0. They'll have a 2nd and 9 when we come back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Division 6 state semifinal. Kirtland 21, Crawford 0.
Winner takes on the Coldwater Hopewell Loudon winner, and Hopewell Loudon did get on the board there, so it's 10-6 there. Coldwater with the advantage. Also Shelby up. Still, they're up 14-7 now over Indian Hill.
Kirtland still huddling. Oh, I guess the officials talking over here to the Eagle coaching staff. Now the Hornets break the huddle, and they will wind the play clock. 2nd and 9, ball on the 14-yard line. Verde under center in the Maryland I.
Yep.
2 fullbacks and a deep running back. Turns, gives. Straight up the middle is Silvestro on the ISO, and a gain of about 3.5.
Yep.
Mark him down at the 11-yard line.
Man, if Crawford could keep them out of the end zone here, that would be huge. Actually, if they just keep them getting any points on the board, it would be massive. So
we see that the Hornets have a good kicker in Marco Valentic. Toss play, and it goes into the end zone and too high and out of bounds. So Laverde looking on that backside flag, incomplete.
Looks like they'll sow for the field goal here. Laverde's walking out on the 36.
About the least aggressive we've seen Kirtland be this game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they'd want to kind of put the nail in the coffin there.
I think they thought they were going to catch him off guard with the passing play, but Crawford well defended it, and
Valentic on the season 5 of 5 with a long of 40.
Timeout. Yep. Now Kirtland's going to talk it over.
We're looking at 4th and 6. 48 seconds to go here in the first half.
You think did they take the time up because they didn't want to have Valentic have to rush up? Or was it really let's talk this over here. We're up 3 scores. 4th and 6. Do we want to just take a shot? I don't know. I don't know what coach.
Yards per play has got to be pretty good so far for Kirtland.
I mean, both running backs I've got now, again, these numbers are probably a little off, but I've got both Silvestro and Bledsoe at 125 yards right now. Both of them.
Pretty balanced.
That's all right. They're doing okay. Silvestro's got 13 carries, Bledsoe 11, and then Laverde's got 6 carries for 25 extra yards. All 3 of them have got a touchdown. So, they're now Laverde throwing the football is just 1 of 2 for 10 yards, and they are running back out there. And we're gonna.
Looks like they're gonna
line up
for
that
the field goal.
Yep, line up for that field goal.
Valentic will set the tee down at the 17-yard line, so about a 27-yard attempt. Ball in the center of the field. And now, is it false start? Or is that going to be offsides against Colonel Crawford? It's against the Eagles. So this could set up, it'll be about 4th and 1 now. With 48 seconds, Kirtland is going to run the offense back out on the field. So a 5-yard penalty will set up 4th and 1.
Yeah, that's potentially a big penalty because I'll be honest with you, I was actually thinking if I was Kirtland, I would have just went for it even on 4th and 6. You're up 3 scores, why not? But now at a 4th and 1, they're definitely going for it.
Still with 2 timeouts, Crawford down to 1. Or no, excuse me, Crawford with 2, Kirtland with 1.
Timeout going to be called here. Is Crawford going to talk things over here?
So we'll take a break. 48 seconds to go. 4th and 1 coming up for the Hornets when we come back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
I think he's definitely the front runner.
Well, I think it's official. Didn't they announce it?
I just did.
Right, exactly.
Eagles out of the timeout. They'll try and defend a very short field and a short 1 yard to go for a fresh set of downs for the Hornets.
Yep. And again, Colonel Crawford there after, jumping off sides, they had to take the timeout and say, okay, we got to figure out a way to make this stop on a 4th and 1. Not an easy team to stop them when they only need 1 yard.
Maryland Eye again. They're going to toss it.
Silvestro.
Moving Silvestro up towards the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. Didn't even need the first down. He'll just take it to pay dirt.
Yep. I'll tell you what, that John Silvestro, he runs just so hard, and I don't know if there's any way that in that situation, for as much as everybody else has been so talented in this game, when you need 1 yard, he's just that guy who you're going to give the ball to and say, go get us a yard, because he's going to be hard to bring down because of how fast he runs, how aggressive he is, and coming around that edge. Makes a big run.
Eagles initially going to hold them to a field goal attempt. Instead, they jump off sides, free 5 yards, and then Silvestro punches it in. We have an injured Colonel Crawford Eagle down on the field. So before the extra point attempt, they'll attend to him. Can't get a number there.
Yep.
He's training. Now he's sitting up. That number 7, Jacob Cochran.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be Cochran, but I don't want to.
On his feet, it is Cochran, so a good sign. And he is making it over to the Eagle sideline under his own power. And could be this cold.
Yeah.
Could be a stinger. Be about anything, really. Especially with all these bodies flying around in the box.
Yeah. He's walking off okay, but he is sort of kind of holding that arm there. They are helping him a little bit. Like he's almost like he's, a little woozy or something, kind of give him a little tap as they get him over to the bench. Hopefully going to be all right. Extra point attempt coming right now for Kirtland.
Yeah, Marco Valentic out onto the field. Try to make it 28-0 here with 42 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles will have it to start the third quarter. Certainly some adjustments needing to be made at the half.
Yep. Shelby just scoring again, by the way, so they're up 26-7. So things going well for the Whippets.
Valentic steps it off. Clean snap, clean hold, low kick. It hit the crossbar, and it is no good. So the score remains 27-0. Kirtland over Colonel Crawford here in this Division 6 state semifinal. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts here with you on WQEL and live online on the OH Report. Valentik's extra point is no good, so the score remains 27-0. A low bouncing kick is going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by Weithman.
Yep.
Weithman up the center of the field. Weithman with some room to move up over the 35 and to the 40-yard line. Good return by Parker Weithman. Yep. Seam opening up in the center there. Weithman saw it, took it. In a short field for Colonel Crawford, but just one timeout in 36 seconds before the half.
Yeah, I don't know with 36 seconds. They got 60 yards in front of them. But being down the 4 scores, it does almost feel like, you know, they got to try to be aggressive and see if they can do something. So,
two receivers go to the right.
Baker going to be in the quarterback spot now.
McMichael on his left side. He is going to fake the handoff to McMichael, looking to throw out into the flats. Has his man, but it's incomplete.
Yep, that was
Rowan. Too high for Rowan Thu.
Yeah. Rowan kind of dropped his hands down, almost like he was like, you know what? Either he didn't feel like he was going to get a good shot at it, or maybe he thought, if I catch it, I don't think I can get to the sideline. But he didn't make a super strong effort on that ball.
31 seconds now in the first half. Weithman wide right. Baker in the gun. Weithman in motion. 2 receivers inside of him. They bunch it up and trips. Baker wants to throw. Has a lot of time. Lets it go over the middle. Pass is caught inside Hornet territory.
Yeah, that was Holt again who just came back in. And we'll see. Yep.
That's complete to
Tyler Lash.
Yeah, Tyler Lash coming in, making a nice catch over the middle. Lash, 6'3", junior, big target receiver.
Give him for 12 on that one.
First down, Crawford.
Holt
scrambling to his right, directing traffic. Now he's going to throw the comeback route, completes it over on the far side. And that'll be another first down for the Eagles.
There's Rowan Thu.
Stops the clock with 8 seconds. Ball will be...
legal man downfield.
Flag's going to bring it back.
Get that one.
So wipe that play up the board.
Now it becomes which of your quarterbacks has the better arm? Can either one of them throw it 50 yards?
A cold day.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, man.
They'll spot it now all the way back inside Eagle territory at the 47. Thu and Weithman wide right. Holt stays in the game. 3 receivers left. Empty backfield. Holt to throw, gets rid of it quickly over the far side. That's Weithman, and they gain maybe 2 on that play. Stops it with 3 seconds. And that was pretty much Holt's only read.
Yeah,
he didn't even look downfield.
Well, obviously it's a play you can't really – you have to get the ball out quickly because of the timeline. So, you know, I think maybe the initial play is throw it out there fast, and hopefully Weithman can cut up field, and maybe you're a little bit closer to be able to throw it to an end zone. But it just didn't get far enough downfield, like you said, only 2 yards.
Now Peyton Baker into the ball game. Final play of this second quarter. McMichael on his left side wants to throw. Now he's up in the pocket. Reverses course, rolling back over the middle. He has his man at the 40, or at the 37. It will be a first down, but that closes out the first half. At the end of 2 quarters here in the state semifinal, it's the Kirtland Hornets 27, Colonel Crawford 0. Stay tuned. Halftime stats and analysis coming up here on WQEL and the OH Report.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
When it comes to comfort, every degree matters. At Buckeye Horizon, we proudly install and maintain train heating and cooling systems built to last, engineered for performance. And with our expert service, your home stays comfortable year-round. No matter the season, we'll keep your system running at its best. Call Buckeye Horizon at 419-529-2738, your local trained comfort specialist.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
It's time now for your Burkhart Farm Center halftime show, presented to you by Burkhart Farm Center. I want to take a shout out to all of our other sponsors on this live and free broadcast and this audio cast during the game, recording later on in the night. Shout out to Contact Industries Incorporated, along with the Burkhart Farm Center in Bucyrus, along with Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus and Old 30 Barbecue. Also a shout out to 89 Homes, Buckeye Horizon, First Federal Community Bank, Truly Inspired Paper Company, and then also WQEL, who you will hear from momentarily. Let's go ahead and just jump quickly into the stats before we take it back over to our friends at WQEL. Of course, a lot of really good play here out of the Kirtland Hornets. 281 rushing yards. Just 10 passing yards, but they did have a nice efficient pass on that throw that helped them move the ball down the field. They have scored pretty much in every single drive here up to this point. Colonel Crawford, if you did look back at the beginning of the game, they had some great drives that they were able to work their way through. Just were not able to finish out with any points. They had a missed field goal earlier on in the game. That definitely hurt them, and the momentum that they had early on that was kind of lost. And then you see in the numbers, things have not been able to catch up with Kirtland. 135 compared to the 291 for Kirtland. Penalties have been a big issue as well. A couple of first downs that have been taken back on the side of Colonel Crawford. They've had a couple of calls of illegal men downfield. They had a false start call as well. And then also an offsides call on one of Kirtland's offensive drives that gave them 5 yards on fourth down, that they decided to go for it on a fourth down in one situation. They would convert there, ultimately would score a touchdown. That was later on in the second quarter. So some big momentum plays, all favoring Kirtland at this point, as clock hits 0 here from Byers Field in Parma. State semifinal here in the second largest stadium in Cuyahoga County, only shy of Huntington Stadium, of course, up in Cleveland for the Cleveland Browns. Good football here on a Friday night. Let's go ahead and take it back to our friends at WQEL.
As we talked about, need to get something going here offensively.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, they need a big drive here on this first down. I mean, they got to get points on the board, and part of it is they got to get the the points on the board, and they think they need a defensive stop immediately, not only really just for the scoreboard, but for the momentum. They've just got to get some momentum back in this game, which they clearly have lost since probably midway through the first quarter.
Kirtland 13-0. They have 4 shutouts on the season. Pitching one here. Going back to grab it is Weithman. Weithman, 15. And he's hit and dropped just short of the 20. And we got a little bit of a
little skirmish.
It's all clean.
Yep.
No flags come out. Crawford's going to start 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Well, and I think that, what you saw right there was Gabe Stratton kind of wrestling with some guys down. And maybe, that's a little bit of the conversation that was had at halftime is that it's like, and maybe you could say, okay, well, let's not take it too far. But one of the things that probably got brought up is, guys, you've got to start meeting their physicality. They're running really hard. They're doing everything at a physical level, and you got to be there. You got to meet them at that level. Otherwise, game's going to get away from you.
2 receivers set. Now Thu motions out to doubles right. Fake it to the back. Throwing a quick jail screen. It's complete. Breaking 1 tackle.
Weithman.
But a short game for Weithman, maybe 2.
Yeah, Braden Holt back in at the quarterback spot once again. Do a quick run out there.
And now we got a sideline
flag
warning against.
Yeah, I was going to say, all right.
Well, that's Kurt. He's motioning against Kirtland. That should be a penalty because they had a warning already. That should be a free 5 yards. Once you get a warning. Nope, there they're going to mark it
goes.
off. Okay.
Yep. So, small pickup and then a little bit of extra yardage there.
So the penalty yards set them up now 2nd and 3. 3 receivers left. Holt's going to hand off. Back moving right side, trying to bounce it out. And he's going to be close to a first down. I don't think that was McMichael. It was McMichael,
Yep.
21. Treadwell's the one that pushed him out, but Crawford gets the first down.
Yep.
That is first down number 11 for the Eagles. 2 receivers left. They'll go 1 to the right. Lone receiver right side is Cochran. McMichael in the backfield with Holt. Tight end right. Cochran goes in motion. They go to McMichael straight up the middle.
Flag down.
Over the 30, but yeah, flag's out. I believe. Oh, they're going to go chop block.
Chop block on this one against Colonel Crawford. So
they get the free 5 yards, but now they'll mark them back.
Yeah, on this first down, probably would have been a 3-4 yard pickup there on first down, but as it turns out, well, he's walking in the other direction like it's against Kirtland.
Okay.
Did I misunderstand? Or was it a personal? Okay.
It's going to be a 15-yard
I'm going to go a 15-yard penalty is what they called it. They pointed at Crawford.
Yeah.
But they're saying
for Kirtland went low.
Yes, they went low on that one, and it's a 15-yard additional. So
2 receivers come near side to the left, tight end and a receiver right. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 48. Holt's going to reverse back, throwing across his body. Pass is complete at the 41. Breaking a tackle inside the 30 and going down is 16. That's Tyler Lash.
Yep.
Lash with a big reception and a huge chunk of yardage. Crawford getting a little bit of that momentum back. They'll set it up 1st and 10 at the 26.
Yep, 21-yard pickup right there for Tyler Lash. Well done.
Lash will come near side with Weithman. Cochran goes to the right. Chains taking their sweet time over there. Now they're getting set up. 1st and 10 from the 26. McMichael in the backfield. Tight end right, 2 receivers left. They go to McMichael. He is bottled up at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go.
Yep, they were right there. They were ready for it. Xander Perko blitzing from the edge, and they just never got a handle on him. They never put a helmet on him, and McMichael, that was his running lane, and he was like, I can't go there. I don't have any place to go. So he kind of stopped and tried to cut it back, but nothing there. And again, you could kind of see that's been the difference in terms of the running game. When Kirtland's running the ball, they can just run with effectiveness. Their guys are downhill all the time, whereas McMichael's having to pick and choose his spots a little bit more.
10 minutes in the third. Weithman in motion. Holt's going to throw again.
Good block.
Evades pressure. Going to throw near side. He has Weithman. Weithman spun out of bounds after a gain of about 8.
Yep.
Good comeback route and pitch and catch from Holt to Weithman.
Sure was. I'll be honest with you. When Holt rolled out, his line did a very nice job, and Connor McMichael in particular stepping up and helping him with a block there. Sealed off that edge a little bit. Got the defense out of his face. And now a 3rd down and 2. I think it makes things a little bit easier. If they decide they want to run the football, they still can. Coaching staff can look at this and go any direction here.
Avery Powers now into the ball game.
Yep.
He'll join McMichael in the backfield, now motion out left side. Little heat from Kirtland. They go to McMichael. McMichael into the open field.
He's
looking
in
for the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Connor McMichael.
18-yard pickup right there. Great play and an outstanding run for McMichael.
Exactly what the Eagles needed to open up this third quarter. Good block on the outside.
Yep.
McMichael takes it 18 yards to the house.
Yeah, that was just very well done. The blocking on the edge was excellent. Every player that was out there did a really nice job, and McMichael only had a safety to beat, and he just cut it back inside. I don't think he ever got touched on the play.
On for the extra point. Clean snap. Kick is up, and it is good for Joseph Zizzo. So Crawford on the board with 9:46 to go in this third quarter. Kirtland still leading at 27-7. We'll see if the defense can step up when we come back.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Michael puts him on the board. Zizzo's kick is...
Oh, is there a flag down? There was. Offside against Colonel Crawford. They'll have to re-kick it.
So that'll back him up 5, and Zizzo will tee it up again.
I'll tell you what, that Crawford score, not only important to get the points on the board, but they did it with efficiency. They didn't waste a lot of time either. So like I said, I think they're way back into this. They got to score, and now I think the defense has got to figure out a way with to stop Kirtland on this drive. You got to get that momentum going back in their direction.
We'll tee it up again from the 35 this time.
Your hope if you're Colonel Crawford is that did Kirtland go to halftime and start napping a little bit, thinking, okay, this thing's in the bag. You can kind of, claw your way back into it a little bit, and all of a sudden maybe you got a fourth quarter in front of you where it's like, all right, this game's back in it. We figured it out.
9:46 in this third. Zizzo, another nice kick. It's going to be fielded by Kamey. Kamey at the 18. Across the 20 to the 25, and that's where he goes down. He had to go all the way back to get that ball.
Did the over-the-shoulder catch to pull it in. Now 75 yards in front of them.
Snow continuing to fall here in Parma, Ohio.
Yep, lake effect snow. We were dealing with it on the drive in. Got a little blustery and tough to see at times on the drive in, but they said, oh, okay, by game time it should be okay. Well, makes it for fun football, but not for fun for the fans. Poor people sitting in the crowd. Love to see the people who made the drive. Everybody support their Colonel Crawford Eagles.
And Carhartt. A lot of Carhartt.
Exactly.
Going to hand off to the back, into the second level and over the 40.
Man.
And that was Bledsoe.
Yep. 16 yards on the first play.
5th possession for Kirtland and their 13th first down.
Yeah, they just can't figure out a way. The Kirtland line, what they're doing is they've got the 5 linemen, but they also got everybody else on it too. So there's like 8 guys lined up, and then the Crawford defensive line almost has to spread wide. Look how wide it is. So you can see another hold there. There he is.
Late
Bledsoe
sub
again
for Crawford, and Bledsoe carrying it up close to the 50 to the 49.
Got about 7 yards. 7. Yeah. And they're, again, they're trying to do 5 down linemen now, but they've still got them so spread out because there's 8 basically offensive linemen for Kirtland, and it's leaving holes for Bledsoe to hit on these first two runs.
Now Kirtland trying to slowing it down in the first half. They were up on the ball right away, and they're letting the play clock get down to 10 now.
Yep. I said, I'm like, nobody eats clock the way Kirtland. I was told multiple times by people going into this game.
Maryland they go to the fullback, into the open field, 40,
Silvestro
pushing to the 35, and Silvestro out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Hornets.
Yep, another 15-yard pickup right there by John Silvestro.
And their seal blocks are just incredible.
They're incredible. Nobody
leaks your hips
through.
Turned and your shoulders turned, and that just opens these holes up so big for the backs.
Well, there's none of the guys up front on that defensive line for Colonel Crawford are making tackles. They're just swallowed up by the blocking in front of them. And then, the backs are basically forcing the linebackers to figure out where the hole is.
Again, fullback dive over the 30.
Yep.
And again, good chunk there on first down of about 7.
Yep. Tell you what, another, like I said, just good power running right there.
Inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Bledsoe again. But there, there was a good example. It was Luke Chrisman, who's a big defensive lineman, got a hold of him on the waist from behind him. But, he drug him like 3-4 yards because they just don't stop. They are running those legs through everything.
Another Maryland toss it out, left side, bouncing right off the tackle was John Silvestro. And another first down for Kirtland.
That tackler that he bounced off of, it was Thu, and he was a little bit slow getting up, kind of holding the shoulder like, oh, that didn't feel good. Just, when guys run with that speed, it actually, people a lot of times are like, you got to bring those guys down. You got to wrap them up. You got to tackle them. But sometimes wrapping them up is hard, not just necessarily because they run so hard, but because you only have a split second to get your arms around them because they hit you and they just keep going past you. So you've got to time up that wrap up. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Power eye again. This time it's straight quarterback keep.
Yep.
Laverde just pushing his way inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Update from Shelby, 35-7 over Indian Hill. Bowman with a 25-yard catch from DeVito. Hillsdale 34. They're leading that one 34-14 over 35-17. Clock winding here in this third quarter, 6:40. Play coming near side. Laverde keeping it himself, looking for the corner, and he's got it. Just reversing out and all the way in for the touchdown, untouched.
Yep, 16-yard run, Jake Laverde. So Crawford has a great first drive on the offensive side, did what they needed to do there, but again, they just can't figure out how to stop this running game from Kirtland.
Now it's 33-7.
Man.
Extra point coming. Marco Valentic onto the field. Game clock is now stopped with 6:30. Kirtland eating about 3.5 minutes off the game clock. And actually, they're going to go for two.
Yeah.
Try and get it up to 35.
Yeah, Silvestro alone in the backfield. He'll get the pitch.
Yep, that's going to be a false start.
Yep, forget it. I wonder if they're going to kick the field goal. Yep, there it is. Bring the extra point team in.
So the false start against the Hornets will change up the thought process. Valentic will come in for the extra point.
Coach Bruner and I were having this conversation really a couple of years ago, and we were talking about the fact that a lot of times with high school coaches, they get caught up trying to do a little too much. And he said, I think I think I was guilty of that early in my coaching career, trying to do too many things. He goes, I knew how to coach everything, so I was trying to do it all. And you can see
point is good.
This team is just the perfect example of you don't need to do a lot. Just do what you do and do it so well that it's hard for the other team to figure out what to do against it.
Everything is their bread and butter.
Yep.
34-7. Kirtland over Colonel Crawford. We'll take a quick break and be back. Eagles with the football right after this.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
4-7 here in this state semifinal from Parma. Valentic's going to send it downfield. It will be Weithman. 15-20, 25. Weithman pushing up to the 30. And they'll mark him at the 33-yard line is where Crawford will bring the offense back out on the field. And start 1st and 10. Scoring on their first possession of the second half. Need to keep that momentum.
Yeah, I think offensively, I think they did some really nice things there. They just got to do it again here. They got to do it fast. They scored the first time in about 3 minutes, and I think they got to do it pretty similarly here. It's not just getting the points on the board. The clock is really working against them at this point in time.
6:24 in the third.
Peyton Baker going to come back into the quarterback spot.
We'll shuffle the wing and the tight end right side. Fake it to McMichael, wanting to throw deep down the right side on a flag.
Oh, that was just a good defensive play.
Right off his fingertips.
I'll tell you right now, the defender covering on that play knocked that ball out of his hand. I mean, I think it was, I don't know if I got the number right.
Thu was the intended receiver.
Absolutely, and I think it was Howie Ayers on the other side. Because that was not a bad throw by Peyton Baker at all. He put enough air on it, was letting Thu run under the ball, and the defender just kind of closed the gap of distance between the two of them, got his hand out there, and was able to knock it away.
Eagles go trips right. In the shotgun, turns, and looking to do it with his feet. Bouncing it left side over the 30, and a good strong tackle over there. Brings down Baker.
Yep. Got about 5 or so.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. So a big 3rd down, ball on the left hash mark. See what Coach Bruner wants to do here, down 34-7.
I think he's got to look at this as, regardless of what happens on 3rd down, I'm going for it on 4th down. So,
remember, he did a fake punt early in that first half, gave a short field to the Hornets.
Taking too much time to get this play in. They're down to 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Down to 1, season. They get it off. Pressure in his face,
throws
it away.
Interference.
And a flag comes in. Three
of them. Everybody saw it.
Officials all over that one, so an automatic 1st down will keep the drive alive for Crawford.
Yeah, looking for his intended receiver, and boy, it was as obvious as it could get.
I think they got their feet tangled up. Really, I don't know that he really wanted to hit him early.
I don't think he did
was
either.
So close on his back that their feet just got tangled and disrupted the receiver's route.
But ultimately, that's something that, it's kind of high-level wide receiver play. But if you have got a defender who is on your heels like that, and they're just, you can slow down your route and let them run right into you when the ball's in the air, take the yards that way. It's perfectly reasonable when you get a guy who's on you and they're not paying attention. You can get them kind of over pursuing a little bit. Mistake right there will give them 10 yards, first down.
Now at the 48 of Crawford, 3 receivers set. Weithman in motion. Has the snap, pumps it. Holt wants to throw, going to go deep down the right side, and he caught it. Weithman over there inside the 30.
Great
down
catch.
To the 24-yard line. A bullet drop in the bucket right over the defender's shoulder, and Weithman hauls it in for another first down.
Yep, about 28 yards right there to Parker Weithman. Well done.
So the Eagles getting some life here in this second half. Mark it at the 23-yard line. 2 receivers left, tight end and a wing inside. McMichael in the backfield following a polar. Bouncing it right side, trying to turn the corner, and he runs into a wall.
Man, they are not messing around when it's time to hit. They see their chances. And right there, like you said, McMichael ran into Evan Kaprowski, 6'4", 170.
That's quite the collision there.
Yep.
As you got McMichael, 6 foot 210. But Kirtland so good at tackling. They get hats on the football, and no gain on that play for McMichael. As you said earlier, probably 4-down territory, looking at 2nd and 10.
It's definitely 4-down territory. Nothing else is going to help but touchdowns here for Colonel Crawford.
2 receivers left, and
there's a flag.
False
Calls
start.
on, Crawford's going to give up another 5 here.
So now 2nd and 15 for Crawford. Winner of this plays the winner of Hopewell and Coldwater.
Yep. Close game over there.
Game, yeah.
Yeah, it's last check, 20-18. Hopewell takes the lead. So, you know what? That's pretty crazy.
Hopewell taking down Cary last week, so
only
state playoffs well represented by the N10.
Darn right. And then for those wondering about Shelby, the Whippets are up on Indian Hill 42-7. So looks like they'll be playing for the state championship in Division 4.
Go quads right, come back near
That's
side
another
to the
pass
left,
interference.
and a flag comes in
again. They got him again, yep. They're just,
is that intended for Lash?
They were looking, I think it was Carson Rader. Yep. Carson Rader, they're just doing a, like I said, quick slant with him. And I've said forever, when you're a cornerback left in man coverage and you've got space like that, it is the hardest route to cover because it's basically, it requires you to time it perfectly, and the defender didn't there. He just jumped in front of it, and that's all it takes. Now, despite the penalty that was, Crawford was facing, now they got the automatic first down. Well, actually, I guess
they're still going to be about a yard shy.
Short, excuse me.
Make it 2nd and 1. Snow continuing to fall here in Parma. Has a snap, turns, gives to the back. McMichael following a blocker. Shuffles through, extends, and a touchdown. McMichael extending at the goal line and finds pay dirt.
Excellent run right there from Connor McMichael. And again, the blocking in front of him is fantastic. They're giving him a lot of space to wiggle through. And then he's just following the blocks. You can just see he just kind of is behind them. And as he's following that block, he gets good 5-7 yards. Nobody touches him. And then when it bottlenecks, when he's about at the 5-yard line, he just kind of figures out exactly where they were all going, makes them over pursue, cuts it back for a big touchdown.
Zizzo on for the extra point. Gets it up and punches it through. Crawford scoring on back-to-back possessions. They trail by 20, 34-14. Kirtland with the ball when we come back.
When it comes to comfort, every degree matters. At Buckeye Horizon, we proudly install and maintain Trane heating and cooling systems built to last, engineered for performance. And with our expert service, your home stays comfortable year-round. No matter the season, we'll keep your system running at its best. Call Buckeye Horizon at 419-529-2738, your local Trane comfort specialist.
Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts with you here on WQEL. Crawford scoring twice here in this third quarter.
Yep. They're moving the ball offensively, just not getting the stops defensively, and they're going to need it here.
They have yet to stop Kirtland tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We'll see what they can do, And again, it's tough because you can see that they're trying some different things out there defensively, but none of them seem to be successful. And, it's a credit to the Kirtland offense and how difficult it is to stop them.
Zizzo teeing it up from the 40. State semifinal here from Parma. Good kick by Zizzo, going to back him up, and it will be Kamey. Left side up to 20, 25, 30, 35, and up close to the 40. Started all the way on the near side and went all the way over to the Kirtland bench, and a good return. Short field now for the Hornets.
Yeah, Zizzo trying to come over to get help now, got thrown well into the Kirtland bench over there. He's going to walk over to his sideline and be like, I'm a kicker. What are they doing? This ain't right.
I want to make the
exactly.
tackle.
Yeah. Teammates meeting him over there going, well, good effort, man. Way to stick your head in there. So
actually mark it back at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Maryland eye again. Laverde under center, turns, and he's going to keep it. Turns up off tackle, and a gain of 4 to the 40. Just over the 40, close to the 41.
I think part of what is challenging about this, like you said, there's this misdirection component of it, but it's also because of the amount of linemen they have and the way everybody's blocking and stuff like that. They're forcing these linemen not only hold their position, but to cover 2 lanes. It's not just like one gap assignment. It's like, okay, there's so much space between the linemen that it's not just a 1 gap assignment. It's a 2 gap assignment, and it's hard to figure out where the ball is. You're getting double teamed most of the time, and you're covering 2 gaps. It's been really challenging for Crawford.
Silvestro deep in the Maryland eye, and now.
Oh, something came out on the. Yeah, no, they just something came loose. They just threw it over on to the Colonel Crawford sideline, and now Kirtland's going to go ahead and back up and rehuddle here, and they'll wind the clock. So, but they reset the play clock, so that happening right there, whatever it was,
that allows them to melt basically another 40 seconds.
And you can see, like Tiger Laverde, that's experienced coaching right there. He's like, all right, fine, now we'll just back it up here, and we'll just eat more clock. If you're going to give us that, we'll take it.
Laverde under center.
And they're lined up now, but they're just going to look at that back judge like we see in blowouts back home when, Colonel Crawford's winning by 40 points in the 4th quarter. They're like, all right, wait till the hand goes up. And here we got 5 seconds left, and now they'll go down. Here we go.
Under center, toss it out, Silvestro. Cutting upfield.
Boy.
He's got a lot of room, and he's going to take it to the house.
Yep, nobody's catching him.
60 yards, 10-5, touchdown, Tyler Silvestro.
John
Silvestro.
Sorry, I called him Silvestre 3 times earlier in the game, maybe
it's
more.
It's Ty Bledsoe.
Exactly.
Oh, we got a flag down all the way back at the 35-yard line.
Gosh, what did you need to hold there? Block in the back? Is that what I'm hearing from some? We'll see what they call.
But Crawford is.
Nobody's running down there to figure that out. And there is the block in the back. It's against Crawford.
Yeah, somebody for Crawford
trying to chase down the play. Probably trying to chase down the play from behind and.
basically wave off that penalty. 60-yard touchdown for John Silvestro.
His third touchdown. Again, you can see this guy, he's got over 2,000 yards now on the season. Easy to see why.
And he gets that second level and really turns it on. He's hard to tackle, hard to catch. 2:12 to go in this third quarter, and they're going to line up for two. It looks like they will. Laverde in the shotgun. Has the snap. He's going to keep it himself, turns the corner, and he's untouched in for the two-point conversion. 42-14. It is Kirtland on top in the state semifinal from Parma. We'll be back on WQEL as Crawford will try and respond when we come back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Up tonight on WQEL, it is Tim Byrie Inside the Phone Board Show. Special edition coming up. Stay tuned for that. Give him a call, 419-562-2222. Tim in studio for the phone board.
He's got some special guests coming in. Excited to talk about some special things as part of the show.
It'll be Weithman over on the 20. Comes center of the field. Weithman looking for a couple blocks. Keeps his feet. Move. 30. Skips through again. Goes down at 35, but we don't have a flag.
Yep. They're going to throw a flag down.
That will probably take the Eagles back 10. It is a hold against Crawford.
Yep. Their sixth penalty here in the game.
So Crawford scoring on their first two possessions in this third quarter. They only had 3 in the first half, 4 in the first half. That half controlled by the Hornets.
Well, unfortunately, their inability to get stops on defense is making coming back into this game nearly impossible for Colonel Crawford. They're scoring now on offense, which is good, but they just can't stop them in terms of they're just running the ball. Now they're just getting big chunk yards on offense.
Baker rolling, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it. Hit. Man. Goes down after a short gain of 3. A little shove after the play, but
to be honest
no flags.
Peyton Baker, he's been on the bench a little bit more. They've been playing Holt a little bit more tonight, but when Peyton's been in there, he's taken a couple of hits that going to make David Sheldon be excited that basketball season is starting soon.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
So I don't need my players taking any more damage.
Crawford probably the early favorite in the N10.
You think?
They're going to be loaded. Trips left, Baker in the gun. McMichael back there with him. Baker's going to keep it and run. Coming up the near side, pushing over the 25 and down at the 27. So it'll be 3rd and a short 5.
Yep. Yeah, I guess they'll make it a 4, but still. Couple of runs right there.
Eagles need to score, and they need to score quick.
They sure do.
Down to a minute in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's been sort of the problem with some of these plays is that they're getting a little bit of yards, but now it's taking a lot of time. They're going to bring Holt back in. on third down. Quick throw out.
Near side complete.
Nothing.
Has his man. That's Cochran.
Cochran didn't get it. Probably only got a yard.
4 down territory. Yep. Yard maybe 2, and it'll be 4th and a long 2. This is pretty much the ball game right here.
Yep, sure is.
Crawford needing this first down. See what Kirtland wants to do defensively. If they bring heat after Baker, or is it Holt going to stay in? Holt's going to stay in and be quarterback on this play.
4th and 2.
McMichael in the backfield, his go-to back. He's going to throw.
Blitz is
Pressure coming. They got him in the backfield, sacked all the way back at the 15-yard line.
Yep. He was looking right. He was looking to his left, and the blitz came from the other side. By the time he saw it, it was just too little, too late. Takes a big loss on that one.
And a turnover on downs and a short field for Kirtland.
Yep. Probably lost 13 yards or so on that play.
Holt trying to roll right, and he basically rolled right into that blitz.
He sure did. By the time he turned, they were bringing speed blitz from the outside, so it wasn't like a lineman or whatever. They were bringing somebody who's just a little faster or whatever. And, you know, sometimes if it's a slow lineman, you can recognize it late and still get away from him. But you're not going to do that against a guy who's fast, who can tackle well. And Holt, just nothing there. So
7 seconds to go, third quarter. Under center, Silvestro deep. They're going to go to him straight up the middle. Silvestro into the open field, and he's into the end zone. Parting the seas right up the middle goes Silvestro, and he's in again. 48-14 now. That'll be the end of the third quarter. We'll have an untimed play on the extra point.
Yep. Hole was big, but you also, like I said, I'm telling you, I was watching him in pregame, and I just said, man, he's got really good vision. You could see it just in warm-ups, the way he cut, the way he knew exactly where the hole should be, and you see it right there. That's not a huge hole. It wasn't massive, but he runs so aggressively, and he figures out exactly where he can go.
Valentik's extra point makes it 49-14, and that will close out this third quarter here from Parma. 49-14. Kirtland over Colonel Crawford. Fourth quarter when we come back.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
Josh Stallings, Jeff Roberts with you tonight on WQEL and the OH Report. A one-play drive for Kirtland.
Yep.
Makes it 49-14. They get the big sack on fourth down. And Silvestro right up the middle for the touchdown. Valentik sends a bouncer downfield. Picked up by Weithman. Weithman, 25-30. 35, Weithman still on his feet and gets knocked down at the 35. Trying to skip through a hole there, and kick coverage able to bottle him up, knock him down at the 35. And we do now have, once this ball gets set, clock will start, and it will only stop on change of possession or if Crawford can score.
And according to what I'm seeing right here, because it doesn't look like a miracle is let's be honest. I mean, like a running clock. It seems as if Kirtland will be playing in the state championship game. Again, sad to see. But it looks like they're going to be playing Hopewell Loudon, because I'm seeing a final score of 20-18. They defeated Coldwater. So
and that's an upset.
I'd call that an upset. So, again, team that will be joining the N10 next year. So, you know, Colonel Crawford will end up seeing Hopewell Loudon, but they'll be playing for a state championship.
Motion the guy near side to the right. They're going to hand off McMichael, trying to turn the corner. Skips by one defender, keeps his feet, pushing to the 40. 5-yard pickup on first down for McMichael.
Yep.
Good block on the outside by 78 Big Payne DeGray.
It'll be interesting to see, Hopewell Loudon. We know how well, for our area, we've seen how well Crawford runs the ball, how much Carey ran football. Carey got annihilated by Hopewell Loudon a week ago because they can stop the run. Can they stop this running attack against Kirtland? Will be interesting.
Low snap. Baker, though, picks up the first down.
Yep. Good to see the
holding off his shoe tops.
The fight is still there right now for Colonel Crawford.
Game clock rolling at 10:10 in the ball game.
Again, so much to be proud of for the Colonel Crawford fan base. Been a great couple of years. The basketball team deep this year. Football team been amazing this year. State Final 4.
Lash wide to the right, 2 receivers wide left. Baker in a gun. Looking near side. Lash on the comeback. No, he's going to pump it. Baker's going to carry it. Lowers the shoulder and runs over the defender. Gets it inside Hornet territory. Pickup of about 5.
Yep. Lowered the shoulder, lowered his head, and the camera tried well.
Yeah.
I was like, Peyton, don't do it like that, man. Put his head
2
right
screws.
into the chest. Oh, yeah.
9:20 in the ball game. Crawford, not much hurry up out of the Eagles.
Yeah,
Weissman wide left, Lash wide right.
At this point in time, it's get some points on the board, make it look a little respectable.
Motion a man out. They go back to McMichael.
Good
Skits
run.
up. He's got a first down, still pushing the pile, and down at the 35-yard line. Good, strong run there by McMichael.
Yep.
Able to jump cut through the line of scrimmage, got to the second level, and moves the chains.
Yeah, I'll say about a 14-yarder. Connor closing in on 100 yards in the game. Hasn't been the easiest for him all night, but he's played relatively well. You can't, ask him necessarily to be like, you got to get me 250 yards. I mean, he's doing his part. I think the offense has actually kind of picked it up a little bit. Certainly in the second half, they got the points on the board. But also you just see they're just a lot more efficient with the football right now.
Baker wants to throw over the middle. Pass is caught. Very short gain.
I think it was Rowan Thew.
Little arrow route. Broke out, then came back across the line of scrimmage, but a lot of traffic in there and not a lot of room for Thew.
Yeah, just got a 1-yard pickup there. So, trying to set up that screen.
Less than 8 here from Byers Field in Parma, Ohio in the state semifinal. Baker in the gun. Shotgun snap, turns, gives. It's McMichael again, breaking a tackle. McMichael to the outside, breaks another tackle, keeps his feet, still driving down the line.
Great run.
Up the sideline, McMichael, and another first down for Crawford.
Outstanding running right there for Connor McMichael. You're just seeing right there when Connor's running the football that it's like, even against really good teams, the best teams in the state, he's hard to bring down. It doesn't matter. Like, and it sounds kind of silly to say, but it's like for all the teams that are kind of in the N10 that are like, oh, yeah, he killed us this year. It's like, well, he kind of kills everyone. Yeah. Like, he's just that talented of a guy.
Baker fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself. Baker with a block. Baker up the middle, pushing for the end zone. No signal yet. There it is. Touchdown, Crawford. Nice run by Peyton Baker.
Yep.
Quarterback keep up the middle. Baker making a few guys miss.
That was a run by Peyton Baker that says, I got to get in the end zone because I know if I get to the 1, coach ain't going to give it to me from here. He's like, I'm taking this myself.
Going to give it to the big boy.
I want this touchdown. He got it.
Baker does it with his feet there, and that'll stop the running clock. 49-20. And I think they're going to go for 2. They will. Baker again will stay at quarterback. Bunch 3 receivers left. Now they'll motion a man right. Fakes the handoff. Baker rolling, looking backside, back corner, flag. Got it. Is that through?
This is Dom Dean.
Number 5, Dominic Dean. Dean came from the near side tight end, went all the way across, and an over-the-shoulder catch by Dom Dean puts up the 2-point conversion, and it's 49-22. 6:57 to go in the ball game. Kirtland with the football right after this.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Man.
Coming up tomorrow on WQEL, it's the game. Ohio State, Michigan at noon right here on WQEL. We'll pick up the network at 10:30. Ohio State and Michigan tomorrow. Onside kick attempt. Trying to cover it up, and I think they got
Crawford
it.
said they got it.
The Pat McAfee special. I think Zizzo recovered his own onside kick, and he did.
He's like, that's what you get for hitting me. Good
Beautifully
plays,
done by Zizzo. Crawford still fighting here in this fourth quarter.
Darn right. Love to see
He
it.
said, if we can't stop you, we'll just keep the football. Great field position now inside Hornet territory at the 48-yard line.
See what Crawford can dial up here. Again, still got quite the uphill climb in front of him, but still, got to take your baby steps. Here's the first one.
They shut down the running clock at 49-22.
He'll be in Holt again to the quarterback spot.
2 receivers left with a tight end. Lash the wide receiver right. Now they motion Weithman. Pump it to him.
Blitz coming.
Pressure, screen over the middle. They got McMichael. McMichael hit immediately, able to get about 5 yards.
Man.
Falls forward over the 45. It'll mark him at the 44.
Holt
Pressure bearing down on Holt.
Yeah,
He took a hit.
He took a big hit on that play. But stood in there and got it over to McMichael.
Coach Dave Sheldon cringing.
Oh, amen to that. It's like 15-game football season. They're killing me.
Yeah, they're backed up. They won't play their first game until December, was it 13th or 16th?
Yeah. 16? Okay.
2 receivers left. Lone receiver right. McMichael in the backfield with Holt. They're going to toss it back. Trick play. Across the the defender got his hand up. Weithman wanted to throw it. It was number 6. That was Van Winsteller. Or no, excuse me.
Yep, wrong team.
Wrong team. That was Mario Lorber getting his hand up.
And Lorber's playing a nice game defensively.
Yeah,
He's very solid.
He picks that. He's probably taking it all the way back
definitely.
unless Weithman can turn around and chase him down. Weithman, wide receiver right. Lone receiver left. 2 backs in the backfield with Holt. 6:05 in the fourth. Holt's going to fake it, throw it across the middle, incomplete. Slant, and a late flag.
They're going to get him for another pass interference.
Official thought about it for a second.
Yep.
The ball was a little bit behind the intended receiver.
I think that's the only reason he didn't throw it faster, is I think he was looking at it going, was it a catchable ball? Because it was a little bit behind him. And then he thought about it for a second, and he goes, he still got his hand on it. And, maybe he readjusts if the cornerback doesn't run into him. So
this is the second most points led up by the Hornets this year. And Crawford threatening again inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. So the pass interference sets them up 1st and 10.
Unfortunately, it's also tied for their most points scored in a game. So that's where therein lies the struggle.
Motion man, they'll go to quads left. Holt's going to come back near side
Weithman
Weithman for the jailbreak. Weithman carrying a defender forward inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Another 1st down for Crawford.
Yeah, I love to see Parker Weithman just dragging a defender.
Weithman, not a big kid, just 5'11", 165, but very fast and had the momentum going, and the defender just couldn't drag him down. Fresh set of downs for the Eagles, 5:45 in the ball game.
Yeah, some guys are light and they're easy to bring down, and then there are other guys who maybe they're not very big, but they just have a lot of functional strength.
Hand off to McMichael, and he had nowhere to go, trying to turn the corner on the right side, and multiple hats to the football by Kirtland.
Yeah, maybe got a yard on that one.
Ball spotted just inside the 15. Clock continuing to move down to 5:12. Tim Byers coming up inside the phone board show. Some special guests joining him here tonight. So stay tuned for the phone board show on WQEL 92.7 FM. They'll motion McMichael out wide right. Again, Holt wants to throw one-on-one into the end zone. He goes up for it, incomplete. Flag. It was a jump ball.
Yep.
And Crawford gets another pass interference call, so that's going to set him up 1st and goal.
Yep, sure will. Tell you right now, they're gonna Hopeful Loudon's going to watch this game and be like, maybe we should just throw the ball a lot against this team, because they can't seem to not get pass interference calls.
They're physical and a little sloppy now in this second half. Now we're going to come to the sideline. I didn't see a timeout called. Or are they waving off that penalty?
Or did they say Parker Weithman was on the penalty? That can't be right. There's no way he. There we go. Timeout going to be called by Crawford, but
Crawford takes a timeout.
Yeah, and they're marking it off like the yards. Did they call that penalty against Colonel Crawford?
Interference?
Wow. Okay. Well.
See if we can get a replay here by the OH.REPORT.
I don't know.
Weithman playing a little hands. I didn't see much of anything there.
You know what?
It was on.
Look, I'm going to
The ball was intended for Cochran.
Josh, I'm going to say it here. Look, we are here as a radio station for Colonel Crawford, and I'm just going to call it as it is. We try to be as impartial as possible, and I'm not going to do it right now. That was a BS call.
Yeah.
Let me just say it how it is.
There was nothing to pull the flag out on that.
You know what?
Just a simple one-on-one coverage.
Yep.
On a jump ball into the end zone.
I'm going to be a homer. I don't care.
They're getting a little flag happy.
Yep.
49-22. St. Henry beats Columbus Grove 13-10, and they'll play Hillsdale, who dominated McDonald tonight, 41-14.
Yep. There's Holt doing an outside pass. Just little there was a miscommunication between him as intended receiver. There's Weithman. Weithman went down the field, and I think he was expecting a cutback. So,
clock stops. 4:44 to go. Eagles now following that offensive pass interference, facing a 3rd and 24. 4-down territory, of course, for the Eagles. Cochran goes wide left. Eagles out of the end 10. Their lone loss came at the hands of Carey. Here we go. Pumping, rolling right, throwing right, and just put it into the turf.
Yep. Holt.
Pressure in Holt's face.
Got to give a lot of credit in terms of the way Kirtland brings blitzes. They kind of just sneak guys through gaps. It's not like they're coming from always wide or they kind of come from different angles and different places. And
they're almost read blitzes, like they're not coming right away. They wait a split second and then find the hole and go.
Well, and it's tough for an offensive lineman who's not accustomed to seeing that a lot. They got to be on sort of the same page. Like there's got to be a lot of communication between the linemen of who's picking guys up. You know, can I leave my blocker, the guy I'm blocking? Can I leave him off to somebody else so I can help pick up this guy? It's really challenging to figure out your blocking patterns and against a team that is doing that type of blitzing.
Two receivers below us to the right. Has time up in the pockets, going to lob it up. A little bit of a fluttering pass. I think Dom Dean brought it down.
He did.
Completed inside the 10 at the 5-yard line. Wasn't the prettiest pass, but Dom Dean hauls it in.
Yeah, that's a first down for sure. Going to go 24-yard pickup to Dom Dean. Under a bunch of pressure.
I have Colonel Crawford for 20 first downs.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
So the Eagles in business, 1st and goal. Game clock winding now. Instant replay on the Jumbotron. Holt lobs it up.
In some pressure. There's 2 defenders right there. Dropped it right in the middle of them.
Big target, Dom Dean able to haul it in, and now timeout taken by Kirtland. So we'll do the same. Stops it with 4:10 in the ball game. Hornets 49, Eagles 22.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Hornets, they've put up quite the fight here in the second half, but and still threatening here. Have it inside the red zone at the 5-yard line.
Actually, you know, if you think about it, they were down 27-0 at halftime. It's exactly, they're down 27 points. If you know, it's been a very even second half. A lot of offense and not a lot of defense.
Just struggling to stop the Hornets in that first half. You know, in their first drive, drove all the way down and came up empty-handed, and I think it took a little wind out of their sails. Kirtland showing how good they can be.
Back by Thu.
Yeah, Thu, the ball carrier, close. Goes down at the 1-yard line.
You can see they kind of wanted to give Rowan his first score of the game. Couldn't get in.
Inside 4 minutes now. Eagles make a personnel change. Bringing a couple bigger bodies, including
Avery Powers.
Avery Powers into the ball game.
Who should be, in theory, Connor McMichael's replacement for next year.
Powers 6'4", 200.
Yeah, he's
under
legit.
Center this time, and pushing to the outside. He is met at the goal line.
McMichael
did not get in. 2 Hornets came up and laid a lick on him, and I think we got 2 guys down. We have a Hornet slow to get up, and I think McMichael is down on the track.
Yeah.
They collided 2 heads of steam there right at the 1-yard line.
Connor walking back after his 20th carry in the game.
He's carried the load tonight. Now there's a short injury timeout. I wonder, does McMichael have to come out for a play?
Well, somebody else gets that opportunity to get points then. So.
Yeah, I don't believe he's running out there. 49-22, 3:27 to go. It's Holt under center. 2 backs behind him. Holt turns, gives.
It was McMichael.
Bites out. Okay, McMichael is carrying, reaching for the goal line. They're going to mark him short again. Ball came out late, but they mark him down.
Yeah, I think he was down when that came out. Gosh,
Far side official came in. McMichael got in earlier by extending the football. But they'll mark him just shy that time. The nose of the football is going to be right close to the goal line. We have an injured player.
It's kind of a one-on-one, and give a lot of credit to the Kirtland defensive back who's kind of stuck on an island over there. That McMichael's not an easy guy to bring down. We know that. But he just went low, got him right there, got him around the ankle, got him around that leg, and then, kind of tripped him up as he was trying to lean forward.
Not sure of the injured player. It is a Colonel Crawford Eagle.
Sure is.
So now it's going to be 3rd and goal. As soon as we resume play, but I think they're just stretching him out.
A rare cramp that comes in
20 degrees.
Exactly. Not like beginning of the season cramps. But
I think an offensive lineman for the Eagles is being treated out there. So we'll take a quick timeout. 3:08 to go here in the state semifinal. 49-22 Hornets over the Eagles. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
And they got a holding penalty on the Eagles.
So now they're going to be backed up. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 11. Motion man right to the left. Holt in the gun. Pumps, reversing, has pressure on him. Bearing down, gets rid of it, though, into the end zone. Oh, he's going to be marked short.
They're going to say he's at the goal line.
Able to get rid of it just in time. Throwing back across his body, completed it.
That was Rowan Thu.
Yeah, Thu. Had to come to a complete stop, grabbed it, but now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. 2:30 in the ball game.
So, who do you feel good about when you need a yard?
I think we all know who the answer is on that one. And they're going to run probably behind their best offensive lineman, Payne DeGray. They're going to go in a shotgun, motion a man out wide right, fake it to him, throwing it, and incomplete. They were looking for the slant to Weithman. The fender got his hand in the air right in the passing lane and knocked it down. Turnover on downs.
Yep. Said try to see if they could catch him off guard.
They caught us off guard. I could have swore it was – I'd have put the house that
I would have as well.
McMichael was going to carry it.
Yep. And I just think that there are times where when you get into a scenario like that, you just got to say we're going to give it to our guy, and we'll hope for the best. Unfortunately, it didn't pull out and it didn't work out. That is, and it's been a
Carroll is right.
Yeah, well said. Do
we give it to our horse or do we try and throw it? And both times, now it has not worked.
Yep.
Turnover on downs. Kirtland with the football. Laverde going to go straight up the middle, just trying to create some space. Give him 2, maybe 3 yards on that one. And inside 2 minutes, looks like this historic Eagle season will come to a close here in Parma.
Tell you what, still been a lot of fun, for Colonel Crawford and their faithful. You don't make deep runs like this very often. Well, Kirtland does, but everybody else has to work at it pretty darn hard.
Phenomenal basketball season a year ago for these Eagles. Now they go late all the way to the state semis. Turning, handing off. No, the little end around. Pushing over near the Kirtland sideline. They keep it inbounds. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I think that was Silvestro on that one. Yep.
And they won't have to snap it until it's about at 35 seconds. So this could be the final play of the state semifinal here from Byers Field in chilly Parma.
Yeah, we're in a heated press box, and I've been cold all game. That's how cold it is up here.
Stay tuned. We'll have the final recap following the ball game, and then it is Tim Byrie in the Friday night phone board. Verde under center, turns, gives to the back, bouncing, cutting up now into the center of the field and going down. That'll be another first down.
Bledsoe.
Give him 7 yards on that play, and that's going to probably do it. Hornets do not have to run another play.
Yep.
Yep, teams making their way to the sideline. So a 13-1 historic run by the Colonel Crawford Eagles all the way to the state semis comes to a close at the hands of powerhouse Kirtland Hornets. Final score here from Byers Field in Parma. Hornets 49 and your Colonel Crawford Eagles 22. We'll be back to wrap it up inside the postgame show here on WQEL and live online on the OH Report.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
When it comes to comfort, every degree matters. At Buckeye Horizon, we proudly install and maintain train heating and cooling systems built to last, engineered for performance. And with our expert service, your home stays comfortable year-round. No matter the season, we'll keep your system running at its best. Call Buckeye Horizon at 419-529-2738, your local trained comfort specialist.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
It's time now for your post-game show presented by Burkhart Farm Center from Byers Field. It's a final 49-22. Kirtland gets the win over Colonel Crawford. Just a couple moments from now, we've got Connor McMichael joining us upstairs as your MVP to wrap up Colonel Crawford's season. They end at 13-2. Congratulations to Jake Bruner and his group with Colonel Crawford. Their first ever appearance to a state Final Four unfortunately ends at the hands of the #1 team in Division 6, who will go on to take on Hopewell Loudon next week in Canton for a state title. The Kirtland Hornets, for a 9th consecutive year, have now made their way to Canton. Playing over at the Hall of Fame Stadium next week. Should be an exciting time to see if Kirtland can come out on top. This time they fell to Coldwater in the state title a season ago. A team in Coldwater that fell to Hopewell Loudon elsewhere here tonight. McMichael has almost made his way up the stairs. We're going to take one slight quick pause. We'll be back live and free here on the OH Report.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
It is time now for your Baker's Pizza Player of the Game. And to wrap up a great season, we've brought Connor McMichael up. Here's a gift card to Baker's Pizza, by the way. Congratulations to you guys. Just a great run, making it all the way here to Byers Field and getting your chance to play in Colonel Crawford's first ever state Final Four. Just take me through the emotions of this game. Of course, the result didn't go your way, but it's still a lot to take in.
Oh, it was a crazy atmosphere. I mean, this field is insane. The snow, I've never played in a snow game, so it was crazy. And yeah, the team was hyped up, and the fans seemed to come out and support, so it's a crazy experience.
Yeah, absolutely. A ton of Colonel Crawford fans here on this home side. You guys were the home team here today. And then, of course, talk to me about yesterday. Thanksgiving practice, first one in Colonel Crawford history to go along with the Final Four game. What was it like getting out there? It was just as cold as it is here tonight, and just overall how you felt about it.
Oh, it was crazy because we had all the alumni coming. What a great showing, because they support our team still. But yeah, it was cold, so still fun though.
Got you ready for today. Well, you're able to break through for 2 touchdowns. Offensively, you guys had 20-plus first downs. Execution-wise, I felt you did well up until short field sort of started to come along. Would you agree? What do you think? What do you think were some of the things that kind of ended up biting you a little bit here in this one?
I think they just executed well. They're well coached. I mean, Tiger Laverde's made it here many, many times, so. I think we could have passed the ball a little better on the goal line, ran the ball a little better, but, man, they're just a well-coached team.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, your season ends at 13-2. I know that it's a bittersweet moment for you. You guys will get a nice bus ride home. But just kind of shout out a couple of your teammates and a couple of the coaches maybe that have really made this season so special.
Shout out the O-line. Shout out Coach Bruner for always trusting in me since sophomore year. And shout out my family for providing everything for me.
All right, and then Connor, any plans after graduation yet?
No, sir.
All right, well, plenty of time still to think about it.
Sir.
Well, congratulations to you. Last thing, I guess, any more shout-outs you want to give? You want to look into the camera, give any shout-outs?
Shout out Aunt Muddy, shout out Avery, shout out Maggie, and shout out just Black Cat.
All right, Connor McMichael here with us as Colonel Crawford ends their season. 21 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Great game here in a state Final Four. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.